These are the best digital marketing services to sell if you want to be remote, if you want to travel, if you want to work on the go, digital nomad stuff. These are the ones I recommend. What's up guys, Rich here from richandniche.com, and I want to talk to you today about a few services you can sell, digital marketing services you can sell. If you're kind of in that freelancer space, if you're looking for a side hustle, you think you might be becoming a consultant. But before I get into that, make sure you already downloaded my free mini course, which I released a few days ago. Link should be below, but it's basically called the Digital Marketing Consultant's Blueprint. And I teach you the 3 phases of digital marketing consulting. So go check that out. And once you do that, you can come back to this video and you can think about which services you might want to sell. So let me go through the 7 that have been pretty profitable for me. Some to more degree than others, but I'll kind of go through each of them. Okay, so the first one is website and funnel design. This is still a core practice of digital marketers because we're always creating those pages that, either are trying to generate traffic through blogging, articles, value-driven pages, to landing pages, which are coming from things like Facebook ads or maybe like a YouTube video or an Instagram bio link. Page development and engineering is still a really powerful skill. So if I was you, I would be offering 3 types of this service. If you want to focus on this only, you could do single page landers, 1 pages, maybe $300 all the way up to $1,000, really depending on what level of copywriting you'd be responsible for. You could also do full-blown websites, which means like 10, 20 pages, about page, services page, contact page. Some businesses, they don't want to create that much transaction on their website, so they're creating more of an informational website. That can be $3,000 to $5,000 because that's quite a big job. That's a lot of pages, and I would recommend you tell your client they have to write their own copy and that you'll just build the framework on WordPress or whatever they want, using WordPress for websites like that. When you're content focused, stay with WordPress. All my clients that I've built websites for on WordPress, they always rank way higher. A lot of #1 rankings in Google, promise you that. The third one is creating funnels. Now this is different because it's funny. A funnel might actually take you less time to build than like a full-blown informational website, but it's actually worth more because a funnel is designed to make someone money. That is the only reason you create a funnel, is to make money. It's to sell in the most effective way. And we've transitioned in the world into more funnel-based marketing. And, that's where you're going to make probably between $5,000 and $10,000 because you're going to need a powerful strategy. You're going to need a full stack mindset of, okay, I got to generate some leads. I got to have some content, maybe some ads, maybe a lead magnet. I'm definitely going to need a lead magnet. What lead magnet? Like, finding the right lead magnet is worth so much money. When you can find that little piece of information that your client's target audience really goes wild for, you really have something. And I think that's one of the biggest, skills as a digital marketer, is to help your client identify the right lead magnet for them. And there's not just lead magnet, right? There's the sales pages, the copy, the design of long form sales pages, maybe a sales video. Those are extremely hard. I don't know if you're going to be offering video, and I wouldn't be offering video if you're going remote. That's part of this video, is I'm trying to say what works if you want to work on laptop lifestyle stuff, if you want to be in Bali, like, these are the services. So that's why I'm just preferencing that. So let's move on from website and funnel design. I gave you 3 ways you could make money with that on your laptop. Like, you can do all of that on a laptop, and in the future, you'll be able to do all of that on an iPad. I do a lot on my iPad already. I admit I wouldn't use my iPad for a professional sort of project yet, but it is making its way into many parts of the photograph workflow, the pre-mockup workflow. I love my iPad Pro 2, guys. It was probably the best purchase I made in 2019, but they're damn expensive, but they can do a lot. I love using it from 7 p.m. till midnight. Like, that's the time when you want it to be on something light, but yet you have that full keyboard. Really love, I don't have it in here, but iPad Pro 2. Okay. The next thing you could offer remotely is social media management. I think that's pretty obvious. You don't need to be with your client. You need to have access to all the media. You have to have access to all the pictures. Or you could be creating the pictures remotely. Like maybe if you live in Bali or Mexico or Costa Rica or Hawaii, or you're traveling to these beautiful places, wouldn't it be cool to bring some of your clients' products with you and shoot them there and give them some of that media? So it depends on the media, but definitely social media management. All of my social media managers are remote. I know it can be done. It's not always the highest level, but when a company wants to outsource their social media, they are accepting the fact that the quality will be slightly reduced, but the cost of human resources will be also reduced. It'll be much cheaper to outsource social media than having a full-time person inside, probably. So that's number two. I'm not going to say too much about social media management. I think you know what that means. It means like posting and writing captions, and maybe you don't even do the captions. Maybe you just post, schedule, and engage. There's so many ways to do it, but there's definitely remote capability with that stuff. Maybe you get paid $2,000 from 3 different clients. That's your life right now. You're off in Thailand managing 3 accounts for, some e-commerce brands. I could totally see that being possible, being remote. Third thing I would definitely be offering, if you can do this, is strategic consulting, right? You can consult from someone on the phone anywhere. I've been doing it for years. People have called me in Thailand, called me in Bali. They want to know what's up. They want to get connected. They want to talk about their business. No problem. It can be done. Problem is time zones. I think it's kind of hard in some of the Southeast Asia countries to do that because you are in quite a different time zone. So you got to learn how to manage that. But I'll tell you, there's really 3 ways you can give good consulting as a digital marketer. It's number 1, branding. Like, is the brand strategy appropriate for the landscape that they are in? Do they have a realistic long-term plan that has a brand strategy that is actually going to reach people? Like, do you have that global or that national or even that local plan to roll out and get connected with your audience? Like, that's a very high level thing. Most of you won't be doing that, but some of you might be. Maybe most of you can do the next one, which is the digital consultation, which is basically, let's talk about your funnel. Let's talk about your actual user experience online. Let's talk about those sort of digitally tactical, technical stuff. And people need a lot of advice on that. Like, how do I build a funnel? What should I say on my sales page? Like, what goes where? People don't know where to put testimonials. People don't know lots of things. So a digital consultation, I like to say digital ecosystem consultation. Like, let's evaluate your full online funnel. That's why I created the 12-point funnel audit. I'm sure you can find that on my pages or channel somewhere. Oh, it's included in the consultant's blueprint. So go get that right now, richandniche.com/blueprint. And the third tier of strategic consulting would be content consulting. Like, what content where? Like, is it videos on YouTube? Is it podcasts in iTunes, SoundCloud? Is it images on Instagram, Pinterest, Facebook? Is it blog posts? Is it everything? Is it the maximum content maximizer, philosophy? Is it like every channel? Is it omnipresent? Like, got to figure that out. And what's going to determine that? Well, money, when you want to get there, like, what are your resources? There's lots of factors that go into a content consultation, and you want to be awesome at helping your clients be like, so what is your budget? What do you want to do to amplify your media, like your advertising spend? Oh, 500. Oh, 5,000. Oh, 50,000. This is what you should do with that budget. 500, you can't do much. You should be on one platform. 50,000, well, now you're talking about omnipresent. Okay, let's move on to some other things. I think those are some of my favorite ones that I'd like to recommend you, but there's certainly 4 more that you might like. Number 4 is article writing for SEO. Like, I still can whip up awesome articles that are worth hundreds of dollars that, they only take maybe 2-3 hours, and you can rank them. You can get a lot of traffic. It's not the easiest thing, but I always say, once you know how to do that, like, you become very, very potent. Once you know how to get into the Google algorithm, the world's biggest website, google.com, the most used search engine, you have a superpower. And I think that learning how to write articles for SEO, very, very potent, very powerful, and easy to do from the beach, from the pool, from your hut, your Airstream. Okay, number 5 would be newsletter publishing. It's an extension of article writing because once you create text content, you might want to put it out through an email newsletter. So managing someone's newsletter, managing their email campaigns, that's totally remote, right? They give you a framework. Maybe you do the copy, maybe they do. Maybe you just schedule, manage, upload, and output. But newsletters are a valuable thing to be putting out. I mean, people don't realize that they have all this content. They should be putting that out in their email list, either in an automated sequence or just as a regular basis, like whatever you create last month should be coming out in the next month in a newsletter, right? Or even sooner, because let's say you put out a YouTube video. It's great to put a newsletter about your YouTube video because you get more views in the first 24 hours, which tells the algorithm, hey, this is a good video. Lots of people are checking it out, right? So that's number 5, newsletter publishing. Number 6 is Facebook ad campaign design. So you can definitely do this through Zoom, helping people design a campaign and being like, okay, at the top of the funnel in the awareness section, you're needing this kind of content. Don't sell here, let's make the brand very subtle but noticeable, memorable. Let's be funny. Let's be a little bit more wider. And then in the middle of the funnel, let's create something that speaks a little bit to maybe an offer, a low ticket offer, a one-time offer, a special coupon or sale. Let's get them in. Let's get them buying something, and then let's retarget them. And that is like what campaign design is. It's that whole process of like, I'm going to help you determine what is going to be in your campaign, right? Because in each campaign, there may be different ad sets, different ads. It's not really the actual management or uploading yet. It's more of like the strategic design. So this is kind of be a consultation as well, technically, but maybe you're also going to do some of the artwork, mock-up, copy, creative, right? There's so much in that can be very powerful and effective, right? The right image, the right copy, the right call to action. These are all places your clients are going to mess up on. They don't know about this stuff. So you're going to be their superhero and figure this all out and be like, here's your campaign. Doesn't it look amazing? And then there's another thing that you would add on to that, and that's like Facebook ad management and maintenance, slight tweaks to the budget, optimizations to copy when you see it. It's the ongoing process of keeping the ads good, running properly, tweaking things. It's really a separate thing because once you hand off, like your job might be done. There might be a much more sort of lower tech oriented thing. The truth is, like Facebook ads, there's so much to offer and there's so many ways to design a package. You really have to figure out if that works for you. Because honestly, I do probably manage maybe 5 to 8 Facebook ad accounts right now, but some of them are pretty small. And sometimes you just kind of have to figure out what works for you and that client at what price point. And you kind of have to mix all this. And that's the final thing I want to tell you guys, is that when I got started, I did all of this stuff. And you might think that's crazy, but I just wanted to make money and I wanted my clients to be happy and I wanted to sell time. I didn't want to sell digital marketing. I wanted to sell time. I wanted people to say, wow, this could take me forever. Why don't I just pay Rich like $100 an hour to do this for me? And that is way better than them spending 6 to 8 hours when they could just get it done in 1 hour or even less. So what I used to call this, and I still do, I don't really offer this now because the truth is it's not very scalable and I'm trying to become more scalable. But when I first started, and I recommend this for you guys, you call it, ready for this? Executive virtual assistants. You are not an Upwork VA. You are an executive level virtual assistant with a digital marketing specialty. You can do landing pages, you can do copy, you can do some creative, you can do social media uploading, you can help come up with strategies, you can upload blogs, you can transcribe, you can do newsletter, and you will be paid hourly in 15-minute increments. And you will tally what you did at the end of the month and provide a professional report. That's what I did, and people gobbled it up. Do you know how many influencers want an executive virtual assistant so that they don't have to do all this stuff? And that is where the full stack was born. because I was doing everything. I got good at everything. And I'm like, wow, I'm a unique marketer. I can do so much. I learned everything. Yes, I am not the best Facebook ads person. Yes, I am not the ultimate writer. I am not the number one sales page. But I wasn't want to sell that. I wanted to sell time. And I think that's what people are buying these days. I think everyone in this level is doing too much on their own. And if they can find that person that can help them get through a bunch of stuff, there might be an opportunity for you to grow into a more specific role, a more executive role. One of my clients who spent over $40,000 with me last year, he calls me his right-hand man. He says he couldn't live without having me in his ecosystem. And I think that's what you may find as well. So don't get caught up in the specifics. Maybe start talking to a few clients about, hey, I can be your ecosystem, your digital like master, like your executive virtual assistant. Then they'll be like, oh, it sounds interesting. That's just what I did, guys. That may not be working for you today. And if you're watching this video in like 2027, like maybe these things are irrelevant. I don't know. It's not the point of what I did. It's the point for you to have the awareness of some ideas that if you're going to go remote, make sure you commit yourself to only choosing things that are remote. And that's what I did. It's like I had to say no to anything that might hold me down. And I overly said yes to anything that I knew could be remote. And there was a period where I was a bit overwhelmed. I was doing too much, but I had the lifestyle I wanted. And that's the point. And if you want it, you have to be willing to make the same sacrifices. You have to be willing to make the same decisions of saying, my priority is to be a little bit more flexible in my location. Why? Maybe I want to move to somewhere cheaper. Maybe I want to move to somewhere there's more value. Maybe I want better weather for my energy. Maybe I want to move for the love of my life. Maybe I want something fresh in my life. Like there's so many reasons you might want to be remote capable. The problem is when you get into a career in some of these industries, which are region specific, you can't go anywhere afterwards. You're kind of stuck where the industry's stuck, right? And that's not future proof. Like you just saw what happened in Hong Kong. You see what happens in some of these other countries. Like anything can happen. And that's what I want you to realize. That's why I want to future proof you. That's why I want you to learn more than one skill. Because like I've said, any platform can change any day. I've had my own channels deleted for no reason. I'm not going to talk about it, but I've experienced the side where it's like, wow, I thought that was going to make a lot of money and the platform decided to delete it unfairly. You know, I live with that knowledge thinking I can't rely on any one thing anymore. It never will be that way. You can never do that, especially in social media, because you don't own these platforms. And you've seen it with YouTube. You've seen it with Facebook. You've seen it with algorithms. You can see that even if you're going to play in this game, that's fine. It's fine. You can play in this game, but you have to see what's happening. You have to see how these things are changing. You have to see how social media became mainstream. You have to understand what that means. And you have to defend yourself, future-proof yourself, learn from your mistakes. And that's what I'm trying to share with you guys. I'm sorry if I went a little bit long today. I see this is about 20 minutes, but damn. If you don't know what to do after this, like I don't know what to tell you. I mean, get your own website, explain what you're willing to offer, call yourself an executive virtual assistant, call yourself a social media manager, call yourself a Facebook's and funnel designer, call yourself a full stack marketer. I don't care. Call yourself something and go out and start offering it to people. And it's not a cold email. Pick your dream clients, target people you think are right for you, learn about their business, show them you care, pretend there's a job interview and go win the job they didn't even realize they needed for you. Show them that you're ready to bring some value, make some recommendations on how they can improve their website, their funnel. Like literally be like, hey, I'm a digital marketer from Ohio. I'm a digital marketer from, Russia, whatever. And I saw that, you could improve your website because when I was on it, I noticed you didn't have this. Funny thing, I actually specialize in, companies like yours. Would you be interested in having a quick consultation with me where I could explain what we could do and I could show you how we could improve this and, overall improve your business, right? You have to start thinking more like that. You have to start thinking about value up front. You have to start thinking about, why would this client take note of me and how could I kind of surprise them with a little bit of knowledge? And trust me, they'll be interested. And you don't do companies. You could also start with like influencers, content creators, streamers, product designers, funnel makers, like all these people in the digital space, they're probably the ones that need you the most. Like, I actually don't recommend you guys focus on corporate. I recommend you focus on online businesses, e-commerce businesses, funnel makers, content creators who have lots of followers, and help them build funnels, help them fix their overall marketing, help them write better content, help them rank higher for the keywords they want, help them publish more newsletters, help them fix their Facebook ads. Like, just, I want you guys to succeed. And I guess I just feel like I've repeated myself a bunch of times, and yeah, so I'll do my best. I'm trying my best to get you guys what you need at a fair amount. I mean, I already manage a shitload of clients on myself. Like, I don't have like unlimited time. So I just want more people to take action. I want people to see that this is about like your coming of age. This is about where you grow into the boss. This is where you grow into the businessman or woman. You grow into your responsibility. And it is about letting go of the things that are blocking you. I think everyone always has something blocking them, and that's what this is about. So you can do this. This is not that crazy, okay? Good luck, guys. See you next time.